Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Beast here, and today is something awesome that I'm bringing you. So a week ago today, which would be Wednesday, for me at least, Modern Warfare 3 became backwards compatible, which is incredibly exciting. As I did the first, kind of half-take, mic test here, I realized I was going to say, I'm not sure if this is my favorite game or not, and then I thought about that, and I realized, are you joking? And I basically talked myself into realizing that this is my favorite game. So, I feel like this was the height of my Call of Duty time. This is my second most played game if we're looking at just multiplayer. And as far as actual stats and stuff, I killed it in this game. And this was by far the best stats I had in any game. And so I look back on this game favorably because I really like this game. This was one I played the most. This was the one I felt like I had the most success, the most control over the game. This is the one that I played the most, that I felt like was actually a fair, balanced game. Now, there were some issues when this game was out. Me and Record by Foot, who I'm playing with, were playing this game then. And we were so intent on stat tracking and stuff and looking at stats. I mean, almost every game, at least every game or every other game at the very least, I'm looking at every single stat weekly, looking at, score per minute, like score, average score, wins, kills, average kills, all that kind of stuff, just on a week-to-week basis. And there was a lot of inconsistency with this game as far as what they were doing behind the scenes, and that's what I attributed to, was that they were just messing with stuff and tweaking stuff behind the scenes, because the weeks would swing so drastically. It was insane. Some weeks I'd have a 1.75 kill death ratio, and then the next week I'd have a 2.65 or 2.7, and it was just all over the place. So this was the game that I don't know, it's weird because I paid a lot of attention to this game over the years, and this is the game that I always reference because this is the game where we had the most consistent just playing. And one of the things I miss about Call of Duty that you can't do anymore, and that I miss about a lot of games, I even tried playing PUBG again recently, and I've been playing a lot of Overwatch, and even with those, what you had with this game was just an unbelievable consistency of just getting on and hopping into a game. So no matter what time of day it was, and I'm a late night player, but when this game was out, I played all the day. I played all day on my days off. I played a lot of the night after work. And this game there was so much with this game that you literally just hop into a game. And it used to be that with all the Call of Duties, not just this one, but it was that way with all the Call of Duties. Was you just hop into a game any time of day immediately and have no issues. And there were many, many games. So if something was going wrong, if you didn't there was a big sniper game and everybody was sniping and stuff, you could just leave and find something different. Can't do that anymore. And so this game, though, when it was out, was just one of the most consistent amounts of playtime that I put in of any of the games. Like I said, second most playtime, only to Modern Warfare 2. And this game I just played unbelievably a lot. Multiplayer at least. I ended up with 48 days of playtime. I do show you my stats after this, and look at that, I fell. How dumb is that, man? So this was a game, just real quick, this was a game where it was few on few, or few on a lot. So we were playing, and it was just two of us on, their whole team, and you'll see, I'll check the score here in a minute, so I can see, but the other team was a big team of dudes. Not like a party or something. I'm just saying they had a full team and we didn't. We were, it's right now it's 5 on 8. And so I looked at that and I was like, man, we got to do something. And it's actually an advantage. We're playing Ground War here, which is what we played when this game was out. So it's Ground War. It's Domination, Kill Confirmed, and Team Deathmatch. The next match that I have is a really good Team Deathmatch that just ramps up quick for me and then ends well. I initially had another Domination in there, but it was kind of a slower game. I only had 21 kills, so whatever, and I don't want to make the video too long. But so this was a situation where I knew we had the advantage going in because we had fewer players, and especially a little bit later in the game, I think it ends up going just 2 of us at one point. And that's a massive advantage for us because that means the enemy team is running around like crazy trying to find us because there's 9 of them, and we can just basically sit wherever we want and basically just get kills because they're not expecting us to be there. So that was really fun. And so that's why I put this game up, because I ended up having a really good game. I don't believe I get an AC-130. I could be wrong on that though, but it was just like a really consistent game. So I'll go over my stats after this game. I'll show you as I went through the leaderboard so you can check them out. But like I was saying, I mean, this game was very, very, very consistent for the entire year. I just played a lot of the multiplayer. And we just played a lot of it, and we played in a group a decent amount with some other guys that we played with, who you'll see on my list. Some of them are still there, some of them are not, but we were all about the wins when we played this game. So obviously, you know, you want to do well, but it's all about the wins for me. Just, you know, I had come from Black Ops 1, which was a game where I was all about the kill death, and because I had really terrible internet, so I was getting booted multiple times a night, which all counts as losses, which all counted as a loss. For this game, I came in with the mindset of like, I want to win every single game I can. I switched my internet up. Like, I want to win every single game we can, and we actually did so well. At one point, we had near a 10.0 win-loss for a whole week, which, you know, you could say, oh, it was only a week, but, I mean, when you're talking about that, what you're saying is we lost less than 10 games in the course of 1 week. And I was playing this game, you know, 5-6 hours every day, and we lost less than 10 games in a week. And really, when you have a 10.0 win-loss like that, the only losses you're getting are from the game disconnecting. Very rare, you know, like a handful a week of actual losses, but the other half or 2/3 of the losses are from the game disconnecting, and that's where we were with this game at one point. Now, obviously, that's very taxing to keep up, and it's not fun necessarily to play like that every single week because, you know, you're chipping at each other even when you get like one loss. You're all kind of angry at each other, kind of thing. Anyway, this was my best game, and it's all about the win. So in this situation, in this game, I knew we had an advantage, and I don't know what my score is right now. I'll probably check it in a second. Let's see what happens. But this game is awesome. This is one of the games I don't regret playing. Yeah, see, 23-11. So that's good. I mean, earlier I was 6-6 and we weren't doing that well. But now I'm 23-11. You know, that's 17-5. So, you know, that's a good run, and now we're up by 11. And it's just like a lot of games that I play and a lot of stuff, you know, it's like you get nostalgia, but you don't want to play it. And this game I got mad with, like the first day we were playing it, from the second day we were playing it. It might have been the first day, but I got kind of upset the first day I was playing it because it wasn't quite working right. And I got upset with it again today, and that's why I don't play Call of Duty anymore. I mean, I do, but that's why I don't play it anymore. That's why I don't sit and play it for 5 hours every day anymore like I used to, because I just can't. I don't have the mental strength for that anymore. It's a disaster, and I get upset quickly, and I don't want to keep doing it. But this one I do not regret. I bought it on digital because the other games I have, like Black Ops 1, all those games, you know, Black Ops 1 and Ghost that I was playing for a little bit, those are backwards compatible. Well, Ghost is not, because that's one title, but I don't want to have to put the disc in there. So I ended up spending $15 to buy this game on digital. I don't regret it. You know, even if it was just for 2 nights that I enjoyed it, I certainly wouldn't regret it money-wise, but it's been super fun. It just has been. It's such a walk down memory lane, and, you know, just seeing stuff like that just brings me back, you know? Like getting that one kill, and being like, oh, I got my Predator, and then, you know, laying down to call it in or whatever. In this case, I actually switched. You know, a lot of people used, like, there were a lot of different stuff you could use, but I always felt like, and that was such a dumb move, I always felt like Predator's awesome. I would never take that off because it's a good early streak and it's a perfect flag defense. But I actually switched to Precision Airstrike a while when this game was out, because it's another one that they can't shoot down. You know, you see you got a couple kills there. It's one that they can't shoot down. I mean, they can EMP it, but that's a specific situation. But they can't shoot it down, and it's just a quick, you know, thing. So what happens is, if you have a game, and I see this a lot. That was a good kill there. And I didn't realize he had tacked there. I'm actually colorblind, so a lot of that stuff, a lot of the, like, the reds and those kind of things just kind of blend in. Like, it was red on gray, and I just completely didn't even notice it was sitting there. And by the time I heard the tack from him, it was too late for me to find out what it was. But, so what happens is if you have these games where you don't do all that well, like this game is one of those in particular, like I wasn't getting a ton of streaks. I wasn't getting long kill streaks, but all the streaks that I got were predators and precision airstrikes. But like you can just consistently earn those, so even if you have a game where you're not really doing all that great, and I never earned the AC-130, I just have those two streaks that I'm doing work with. And I have, you know, and I'm doing a lot of gun kills here. See, that was good there. That was Predator, and then shouldn't have even tried that gunfight. Should have just laid down and tried the Predator. But, you know, from years of playing, I know that you're best to get another kill in that situation because, you know, you don't want to just get the Predator and then lay down and just, you know, hide out for the rest of the time. But I shouldn't have even taken that gunfight in that specific case. But, you know, I'm still learning. I have Stalker on, so I'm running Sleight of Hand, which is obviously for quick reloads, and I love Sleight of Hand. I've always loved Sleight of Hand. And I think I just saw a guy there, actually, now that I'm looking at the back, but I didn't shoot him anyway. And then Hardline Pro, you know, it just makes getting that first Predator a little bit easier. And then also, it's nice to have the assist. So if I get 2 assists, that counts as a kill. I was all about that Hardline at this point, and I always was. I mean, it was kind of popular at this point. See, like that. I mean, normally, you know, if you can do this, you can just chain them all together. But that was decent. So look at this. Look how close we are to losing. And at that point, I saw the guy when I went into the streak, and I was just like, no! And so I realized, like, I had to go hard here. And I got 1, 2, 3 confirms, and then the game-winning kill right here. Oh, I don't think I got that confirmed. So it was real close. And, I mean, you know, 48 and 18. I got twice as many kills as the next guy on my team. And we only won by 4. So it's like, that's one of those things where, you know, I had to turn it on. And, you know, you watch it, and it doesn't seem like an incredibly impressive game when you're watching it. I mean, I've gotten a lot of Predators and stuff, but it wasn't like I was just completely decimating the other team. It was just like a solid performance. You know, it's like a 2.5. Or you know, 2.6 kill death ratio. So yeah, so here I'm gonna look at my stats right here, and I'll show you. So that was a rough transition. I don't know if you caught that or not. So score, you know, 35 days. I did reset my stats, so I had about 13 days. It's not counted in there. 2,000 average score, 3.39 win-loss ratio, almost 5,000 wins. And a 54 streak, and then 150,000 kills, 1.94 kill death with a 35 streak and 23 average, and then accuracy's 17.69, which is low. 110,000 kills in domination, 57 in kill confirmed, and 26 in team deathmatch with a 199. So just look again. So that's a 338, and I'm just checking my weekly stuff. I mean, it's funny because as little as I've played of it, I've played, you know, like 1,000 kills or whatever, and it's still a habit to check all this stuff. So 1.52, not good. 22 average kills is okay. 15 streaks okay, but 152, it's really just a different game now. Everybody is using the tactical insertion. I mean, it was kind of like that when the game was out anyway, but nothing like this. I mean, it was like, it was an issue where I had a class set up with a tactical insertion, because sometimes you'd run into those guys who were just like relentless on the point with tactical insertion. And as I said, I'm all about the wins. And so I couldn't have that, so I had to make myself a class. But this game now, like, it is ridiculous, dude. Every game we play is just all tactical insertions the whole game. It is unbelievable. Like, it is not uncommon. I would say every game we play, one of the top 2 guys on either team has like 40 deaths or more in ground war, because they're just, or 35 deaths or more, because they're just tactically inserting, and they're like, guys are going like 55 and 35, or guys are going like, you know, 42 and 35. Like, we had a guy that went 12 and, what did he go, like 12 and 42 or something like that in a game. It's just like, man, dude. All right, check out what he says here. This French dude is awesome. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, that brings me back. And this is a great map. So this is just a quick team deathmatch. It ramped up quickly for me. As you can see, I'm using the silencer here. I had all these classes set up, silencer and non-silencer. That's one of the things I learned from playing it so consistently was you had to have both, because ideally you'd want to use the silencer, but if things weren't working your way, if you were getting killed and you couldn't do as much work, you have to switch. And but yeah, I mean, this was just a game that ramped up quickly, and I love this game so much. It's a great game. I think it's my favorite Call of Duty that they made. All things considered. So there were, you know, obviously I really love zombies, and obviously there were games I played more of. There were games I played more hardcore, like for example Black Ops 3. I played unbelievably hardcore for the first 6 months and put in, you know, 30 days of playtime in 6 months. So by that token, I would have had 60 days of playtime in the whole year, which is absolutely incredible amount of playtime. That's basically like 6-7 hours every single day, like without fail. Meaning, if I only do that 6 days a week, then one day I have to play 12 hours in order to make up that. But this game, all around, all things considered, I think was my favorite. And it's weird that it was one that I was most successful at. I mean, you know, take that for what it's worth. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave you guys with the rest of this one because I love this AC-130. It's so brutal. Thanks you guys for checking it out. This was fun. I'll definitely be bringing you more videos. I'm not sure what though yet. Call of Duty, I love. Modern Warfare 3 has been fun. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting how that works. So, anyway, catch you guys later. Subscribe, check out my channel if you want. Check out the stuff. Check back soon. I'll leave it to AC-130. Oh, chill!
Our AC-130 is in the air.
Ouais, ce type continue de bouger. Attrapez ces types. Poursuite. Elle a dû lui couper le souffle. Joli coup, joli coup. Tu l'as eu. Attrapez ces types.
Enemy UAV spotted. Friendly Predator missile inbound. Très bien, soldat.
Why is everything wrong? Like,